Say it. Just, I wanted to, love you, Dad. Love you. He beat cancer 3 times. So I'm sure glad I wouldn't be in this position for sure if he didn't. So I love you, Dad.
All right.
Go ahead.
Anybody?
Nick, let me start it. And it's not a negative question. You may assume it's a negative question. You're 5-0, but you clearly left points on it.
Sure. Yeah.
Why does it seem to happen each week?
You always, Howard, I'm going to have to go watch the tape. And what I can say is I know we were in 3rd and long in that tight field again. And it's just about staying. It's about what we call on 1st and 2nd down, how we execute it. So it's everything of what that's going to look like. We're doing a nice job moving the ball up and down the field. And we got to do a better job on 1st and 2nd down in that high red zone. I think that's where it's happening a little bit and into the low red zone. And so, I'll have to look at the tape. But yeah, we left some points on the board today, or on the field today. But credit to them too. It's a good defense with arguably the best player in the NFL over on that other side. And so sometimes it's them making a play too.
And you brought that up. He's the best player yet. He has never had a sack against the Eagles.
Huh.
Who do you want to credit for that?
Shoot. I didn't do anything. Great job by the offensive line. We got a great offensive line. We got a great offensive line that falls a lot on them, right? It's hard to help on that guy with tight ends or backs when he's lined up inside. Now they do a good job of moving him all over the field, but the onus falls all on the offensive line, and so. Man, nobody else I'd rather have than those 5, 6, 7 guys that are in the rotation, and Coach Stoutland, coaching them up.
They want to get Cooper Kupp going early.
They sure did. Yeah.
What was the key to?
Yeah, we got to do a better job in the first half, but this is a players' league, and good players can take over games. And I got so much respect for Sean and the way he coaches the game, and then for Cooper Kupp. I think my wife told me that Jacob, my son, on Thursday wore Cooper's shirt to school, so we're gonna have to have a conversation about that when I get home. But I thought our defense. Again, can't let him go off like he did in the first half because I think when I looked at the stat sheet, I think he had some 90-some yards in the first half. But excellent job of our defensive staff adjusting. We got to get to those a little bit sooner, but they did a nice job there. They didn't have very many possessions in the first half, though, right? I think they had 3 because we did a good job of keeping the ball away from them. And so, when you have only 3 possessions, sometimes it's hard to, identify exactly what's going on. They're not quite in a groove yet, and one of them was kind of a 2-minute drive, right? So really only 2, but we do have to do a better job coming out of the gates on a player like with the caliber of Cooper Kupp. And then I can't say enough good things about what my thoughts on Matt Stafford and tough, accurate, knows where to go with the football. I mean, I think that's a good football team that we beat today.
What was going through your mind? Why were you so worked up about that?
Oh, shoot. Football's fun. And I'm not gonna hide my emotions. Like it's fun. I can't make plays anymore doing anything. So I celebrate when our guys make big time plays. And it's so much like, I want the culture for the Philadelphia Eagles to be, you can have great relationships, have a ton of fun, and still be highly, highly demanding. And that's our culture. And so when it's wrong on the coach's part or on the player's part, we're going to correct it. We're going to be demanding. We're going to hold everybody to the standard, including myself. But when it's time to celebrate and have fun, we're going to do that, and we're not going to apologize about that because we work really hard, and we're a family out there, and we just love having fun together. And so Hassan made a great play. He was our closer today. He had 2 big time sacks. I told you they come in bunches, and man, that was awesome to see.
On the flip side of that, after I believe it was a 3rd down play to Quez, it was a screenplay. Looked like you were pretty animated.
We're going to be highly demanding. We're going to have a ton of fun. We're going to have great relationships and still be highly, highly demanding. I just told Quez the coaching point on that play. I think I'll just keep that between him and I. I don't know. Maybe y'all can read my lips on that one. But Quez made a big play on the first play of the game to get us out of a little bit of trouble on that play. And we're going to need him to make plays. And I know this, when his speed is on the field, it changes us as an offense. So we'll make the correction. It's just the way football is. There's a lot of emotions in it. And, like I said, that's our culture.
Jalen looked like he had 3 runs for first down. Some of them were scrambles, elusive plays, breaking tackles, something that we didn't see much of in the first 4 games.
What'd y'all say? They couldn't do it anymore or something like that.
I didn't see it as much, and there's a reson why now all of a sudden we saw a little more of it. That's the way games go, right? That's just the way the games go. We always want him to protect himself, and we always are going to look to protect himself. And there's going to be games, he's got to get freaky out there. I think that's how he says it, right? And so, and I thought he did a really nice job today of making some plays that only he can make.
Hey, Nick, you talked about Hassan and sacks coming in bunches. Dallas, you got him going on that first drive. Huge game. Was that the game plan, or is that just how things work?
Guys. All right. So, like I said, throughout everything, it's always runs through those 3 guys. And and I get it. Y'all got a job to do. And so when you look at the box score afterwards, you're not going to know, hey, this was designed for him or that. And that's okay. I mean, but everything is designed for those 3 guys. And the ball just found his way there today based off of how they were playing. He's always a major part of it. And AJ's always a major part of it. Devontae's always a major part of it. How much did Dallas have today? I don't even know. 117. It's going to go like that, right? It's going to go like that. And now I get it. There was a long stretch where it wasn't. But yeah, I mean, it's not, the effort is always there. It's always running through those 3 guys. And it just found his way. The ball found the way. Jalen did a nice job of getting him the football when the coverage, called for it. Like the big one that he had was really designed for Smitty. But I thought that, it looked like they held Smitty. He got held up and he went to the second read. It's just the way it goes. And so we're going to need all 3 of those guys to be the type of offense we know we need to be and want to be. We're going to need all the pass game to continue to go through those 3 guys. Good question though.
What the decision to go for the quarterback sneak at the end of the first half? I guess what went into that, and then how big was it to convert there?
Yeah, huge. That was exciting. That was fun. That was fun right there. They had. I imagine that was a great time to be a fan for. They had the big completion for a touchdown. Then we come back down and score a touchdown with no time left. I just have confidence in the play that nobody likes that we run.
Why did you change it? Originally, you weren't going to run that play, right?
What did you mean? Quarterback sneak?
It was under center.
Oh.
I didn't see all the other.
I'm not going to give away those secrets. You don't always have to be a push to run it. I know what happened. Yeah. Yeah.
There was a report today that the competition committee is going to look at it. I know I've asked you a lot about it.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last night in our meeting, we talked a lot about growth mindset. Growth mindset. That was our message this week, that we constantly have to be in this steady growth, right? I think 2 years ago I talked about a flower, right? All right. But we talked about growth mindset, and what we did is we looked at the evolution of what we've been through quarterback sneak. We've grown in that. Not only have we been highly successful, we've grown in that area with different formations we've run it with, right? With et cetera, the fundamentals that it all starts with our guys. It all starts with Jason Kelsey and Jalen Hurts. But then the fundamentals that these guys go to, it's like, so we watched our evolution of the play and the growth of that play. It's just a great example of what we want to be as a team. It doesn't look, if we stayed the same in our quarterback sneaks from 2021 till now, defenses would have caught up to it. But we've grown in the areas, and we've grown in our fundamentals. And our players have, Jalen, I don't know if he squats any more than 600 now. I don't think he puts 600 on the bar anymore and actually does it. But he's grown in the weight room. And Kelsey, right? And then we watch the rest of the league. And quite frankly, they can't do it like we can.
hey, we'll play by the rules of what they say to do. It's a good play for us. And the competition committee can look at it. But until then, people have to stop it.
What do you think of guys in the secondary? They obviously struggled with Kupp in the first half, second half, 123 yards for him.
Yeah.
What does it say about that?
Yeah, I thought the defensive staff, like I said, did a nice job of adjusting. Sometimes, they had they had 2 drives in the first half and then that 2-minute drive. And so would you like to get to some of the adjustments earlier? Yeah, but you still aren't. We held the ball for a long time on offense, so you still don't know exactly how it's going. Now, they were getting them the ball, right? And so it was just about taking them away. Our defense, we can make all the adjustments that we want to make, but it's about the players that went out there and executed. So great job by our secondary there and it was a group effort right there to take all, because the rookie, man, he's a good player. It was impressive to see him alive. And you can see why he's done what he's done so far. And so I was really impressed with him. But our guys did a really nice job of just stepping up and keeping the momentum that we built going into halftime. We talked about that. This is a game of swings. It's a game of momentum. It's a game of emotion. And we had the momentum. They had the momentum. Then we got the momentum, and we kept it because the defense did a nice job to start that second half. With a stop.
What has to happen better in the red zone?
Again, I think I said this before you got in here, Jeff. That's okay. But it's first and second down. That's what's going on. We're getting ourselves in the third and long, and that's tough. It's tough as the field shrinks. The deeper you get in third down, anytime you get deeper in third down, it's going to be harder to convert. But especially down there, and so we got to put them in better positions to succeed. I got to look at the tape completely, but it's going to always start with us putting them in positions to succeed, and then the execution. And so let me look at the tape. I'll have a better answer for you, but. What's happening is the third and longs. So I know we were 2 of 6 today, really 2 of 5, because I'll take that last one. We were just trying to run out the clock. I didn't want to risk a blocked field goal, and I thought the only way that they could win that game is if they blocked the field goal, returned it, got an onside kick, and did something like that. So that's why I didn't kick a field goal there. So I wouldn't count that one. But 2 of 5 is not our goal, not our standard, and we got to get better at that. But credit to them too. They got good players and they have a good scheme. I got a lot of respect for that staff over there.
Last one, I think there was 13 out of 18 today, so between the 20s is pretty good. And exactly short, a lot of 37s in there. What was the biggest factor to?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
13 of 18 on third
down. Yep.
So between the 20s is pretty good on third down.
Yeah.
The biggest factor to staying on the field.
Being in manageable. What were we on quarterback sneak?
5 to 6.
That nobody wants us to run anymore. So, being 3rd and 1, that's huge, right? You got a lot of confidence in that. And so, being successful on 1st and 2nd down, our offensive line did a great job, and I thought we were really physical out there today. We got some dirty yards out there in the run game today. And so, it was manageable, but also making some plays on some scrambles on 3rd down, like 3rd and long by Jalen, and some big completions. I think Swift had one nice one out of the backfield on 3rd down. Again, I got to look at the tape, but I felt like we were in 3rd and manageable quite a bit.
All right.
Good, John.